Hey team, welcome back to your middle school skills class. Hopefully you can log in to your Edina apps really quick, and then I need you guys to go to your sites, and from sites you are going to go to your website that we created last time, which is your name, your last initial, and then 6 through 8. So if you click on that, you'll be directed back to your website. Now, some of you guys have already started putting things on here, and some of you guys are just starting to. What I'm going to show you today is how to load your site with some really cool stuff, and then we'll talk about like formatting and making it look really good our next class. So last class we spent a lot of time on this More button, and we looked at the Manage the Site button, and we talked about managing site and editing your site layout. So underneath Manage your site, you can go under your pages, and you can organize your pages. We talked about moving those around. We also talked about your sharing and permissions, like where it's going to be shared and who's going to be able to share it. We talked about your themes and colors, so this is another another thing that you can kind of like fix up today if you wanted to change things around. So today what we're going to do is we're going to go into the edit button, and if we go back to our sites here, I'm on my home page, and what I want us to do is just to learn how to add things to your site that make kind of a cool thing, and then you guys can decide what you want to add and what you want to put in. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to hit this edit button. So we're going to edit this page. And now I can do anything that I want to this page. I can make a welcome message. Welcome to my home page. I might say something like more about me, like where I'm from. If I can type where I'm from, what school I go to, things like that, like things that you want people to read right when they come to their first page and they're looking at your home page, like a snapshot about you. Remember all that stuff that we talked about, digital citizenship and what you might want to do. But now we might want to add something else to this besides just fonts. So what we can do is we can go to this big insert button. And the insert button allows us to put in a lot of different things. If we just look at this, we can put in images, we can put on a link, we can put a table of contents, horizontal lines, text boxes. If I wanted to put my calendar on here, that's where I can add my calendar. I can put things in from my drive. I can put things on a map, or if I find something on YouTube. These are all different things that I can put onto my calendar. I'm going to show you a few of them, and then feel free to explore and go crazy with what you want to put on your thing. So the first one I'm going to put on is a map, because that's kind of cool. So my map, I'm going to put in, I can enter a location. Right now we're in Edina, Minnesota. And so if I type in Edina, Minnesota, all of a sudden I get all these things, and there it is. So there's my dot, and I'm going to hit select, and I want to insert the Google map, include the title. Sometimes people take off the border and sometimes they put it on. You can play with that and decide. Remember, you can always change it. It's technology. And then I hit save. And now I've got this map. I can put it to the left, I can put it in the center, and I can put it to the right. This button right here, this properties button, gets me back so I can change, like if I wanted to put that border around it or take off the title. So maybe I'll just put a border around it for now. But now I can go left, right, or center with it. I'll put mine in the center. This allows me to wrap my text on, so if I've got a lot of text and you want it to go around the picture, or this is the wrap off. Right now I'd have it on wrap off, and then this will remove it completely. So let's see what this looks like. I'm going to hit save. And holy camole, here's my page, and here's Edina, Minnesota, and I've got this big, huge map. Now this takes up a ton of space, as you guys can see on my home page, so I don't know if I necessarily want that, but it is kind of cool because I can be interactive on the map. So I can scroll in, scroll out, I can move it around, and that kind of stuff. But maybe I don't want it to be this intense, so what I'm going to do is hit edit, and I'm going to click on the properties, and maybe I only want it to be 200 height, and the width, let's give it, I don't know, 100 and see what happens. I'm going to hit save and see how it shrunk it. Now I always want to check what it looks like, so I'll hit save and see what this looks like. Ooh, that's not the best view, so I can kind of play with that properties of making that height difference. So like a 300, maybe I'll just leave it there. So let's see what that one looks like now. It's a little cooler, it's a little cooler. So now what I can do is maybe I want to have like something on the left hand side of my page and something on the right hand side of my page. So again, I can go to edit, And now what I'm going to do is not insert something, but I'm going to go over here to the layout. So the layout allows me to change what the actual page looks like. I can have 2 columns, 3 columns, 1 column, any of these different things. So if I go to 2 columns, now I've got a double column here. And that allows me to maybe put my text on one side and then my map on the other. So maybe I'm going to move this map over to here. Now it's on that side. I might need to fix my width a little bit so it fits perfectly. So maybe my width is at 200 as well. And hit save, and oh, that looks a little small. Let's see here. Maybe we'll do a 300 by 300. Save. We'll save it and see what it looks like. There we go. That looks pretty cool. That looks a little bit better. Okay, so your job today is just to go to this edit button and edit your home page by inserting different things. You can put in, we just did a map. You could put in an image if you wanted to. So here's an image. You can upload an image, or you can use a web address. Don't forget you need to make sure those web addresses are open to the public. So let's do one of those really quick. So one of the images sites that I told you about to use was Pixel, I think it's called. Pixel, what is it called? Pixabay, that's what it is. So if you guys click on Pixabay, here's some free images. So maybe I want to put a school picture. So I'm going to look up school. And remember, these ones are from Shutterstock, so those are going to cost money and they're going to be have stuff on them. But these are some cool pictures of school. Maybe I really like this pencil one. It's kind of a neat one. Or maybe, I don't know. Let's see here. Oh, I like this teacher chick. Maybe I'll use her. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to double click on it to get the copy image URL. So I'm going to copy that image URL right here. And then I'm going to go back to my web page. And now I can go to, as I'm in insert, or I'm on the edit mode, go to insert image. And I'm not going to upload it. I'm just going to put in the web address URL. And now I can paste it here. And what happens is it's going to show up. It's going to be like, is this the picture you wanted? I'm like, yes. But also, it gives you a reminder. Make sure you are using it with the permissions. Since this is Pixabay, it's free. We know it's free. It's up there. It's set to go. So I'm going to say, okay. Or maybe I could put some text in there like, this is me learning. Woohoo! And hit OK. And now my picture's in there. And again, I can center it. I can go to the right with it. I can go to the left with it. Maybe I'll center this one. I can make it small, a medium, or a large. Ooh, that's really big. Or I can go back to my original. I can wrap the text on, wrap the text off, or delete it. So I'm going to hit save, and now I've got my picture here. I've got my dynamic map over here. It's kind of starting to shape out to be some cool stuff. If I want to switch pages, like I want to go to my 6th grade page. So if on my 6th grade page, I can do the same. I can edit it, and then I can put in different things. Maybe I want to put in, insert a drive item, maybe like my I Come From poem, or maybe I did a presentation that I really liked this year, or maybe I want to make a drawing in Google Drawings and then use that. So you guys can kind of decide like what it is that you want to put into your 6th grade site and your home site. Alright, if you need to pause the video, go ahead and work on that for a little bit. I'm going to show you one more skill today, and that is how to create a link. And I think I did this with one class already. I'm not sure. I can't remember. But as I'm working on my paper, I'm going to load my editor, and maybe I just want to have like language arts, and then I want to have the I Come From poem. So, or maybe I want to put on text for if I'm on my Team Globetrotters or Team Trek. So I can say Team Trek, or we'll do Globetrotters since you guys are Globetrotters. Team Globetrotters, and I want to link this to the page. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight my text, and there's 2 ways. I can go to insert a link, or you can do the shortcut, which is this link button right here, and I'm going to hit link. At this point, it's going to say 3 different options: sites page, a web address, or an app script. So for the Globetrotter page, I don't want to connect it to something already here. I want to connect it to my web address. So I'm going to go and find my Globetrotter, and I'm 1 click away because it's on my favorites. and then I'm going to grab this URL up at the top, copy it, and bring it back to my sites page. Make sure again that I'm on the web address and paste it in there. Now I can open this in a new window. What that means is when the person clicks on it, it goes to a new tab versus, or a new window, versus like changing to the Globetrotter site. So I'm going to click in an open window, I'm going to hit OK, and then it's on there. Sweet, see, it's already active. In order for me to activate it fully and like actually click on it, remember I'm still in this like texting or this editing form. I'm going to go up and hit save up in the top right corner. And now if I click on Team Globetrotters, it brings me to the Team Globetrotter page. And I said open in a new window, so this one opens up in a new tab right next to it up at the top here. Okay, so hopefully that keeps you busy. Keep working on those sites. We'll be continuing editing and designing them in our next class as well. We'll see you guys when I return. Have a great one. Well, let me turn the screen recorder off though. See you later.